Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 8 latest defense updates. Number 1, returning of HJT-36 Sitara to Aero India 2025. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is set to bring back its HJT-36 intermediate jet trainer, also known as Sitara, for a flying display at the upcoming Aero India 2025 in Bengaluru. This marks a significant comeback for the subsonic trainer, which has been absent from the event for over a decade following technical challenges and developing delays. The HJT-36 appearance at Aero India has been rough for the program, as in 2007 an air show incident marred its performance. The aircraft veered off the runway after its canopy unlocked during the takeoff run, raising concerns about its operational readiness. Subsequently, HAL withdrew the Sitara from Aero India in 2009 due to technical snags, leading to a prolonged hiatus in public demonstrations of the jet. Next, advanced QAL J10 turbojet engine for next generation UCAVs and drones. Bangalore-based aerospace company Q Alpha Aerospace has announced its work on the development of the QAL J10, a cutting-edge multi-stage AI-augmented 10kN turbojet engine. This engine is designed to revolutionize propulsion systems for unmanned combat aerial vehicles and drones, while also paving the way for further in future hypersonic applications. The QAL J10 turbojet engine features an afterburner and exhaust choking system designed with high precision using advanced scientific and mathematical models. According to Q Alpha Aerospace, the engine has been specifically engineered for compatibility with TBCC, that is turbine-based combined cycle architecture, making it a potential candidate for hypersonic UCAVs in the future. Next, Bhargava Astra. Could India's new micro-missile system be its own Iron Dome? Comment. In a significant stride towards self-reliant defense capabilities, the Solar Group, through its subsidiary Economic Explosive Limited, that is EEL, has successfully tested a new counter-drone system named Bhargavastra. This innovative micro-missile-based system designed to neutralize the threat of unmanned aerial vehicles and drone swarms might just be India's answer to the much-acclaimed Iron Dome of Israel. Bhargavastra can detect small incoming drones from over 6 kilometers away and neutralize them with guided micro-munitions. This capability is crucial in an era where drones, both commercial and militarized, pose significant security risks. Next, seeking locally developed MALE UAVs. In a strategic move to enhance its maritime surveillance and reconnaissance capabilities, the Indian Navy has expressed a keen interest in procuring additional medium-altitude, long-endurance unmanned aerial vehicles, emphasizing the need for locally developed solutions. This push comes as the Navy looks to reduce the operational burden on its Boeing P-81 Poseidon fleet, which has been pivotal in monitoring the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean region. The Navy's desire for MALE UAVs stems from a need for sustained surveillance over large maritime areas without over-relying on its P-81 aircraft, which, while highly capable, come with significant operational costs and maintenance demands. Next, strategic push for LRASHM, that is Long Range Anti-Ship Missile, a coastal defense game changer. The Indian Navy has been identified as a key driver behind the development of the long-range anti-ship missile by the Defense Research and Development Organization. While the LRASHM was initially conceived for coastal defense, its massive size and weight have rendered it incompatible with integration on the Navy's frontline warships. However, this limitation has not diminished its strategic value. Instead, it has led to a unique deployment strategy aimed at enhancing coastal security and deterrence. The missile employs a hybrid propulsion system, combined rocket boosters for initial launch with a scramjet engine for sustained hypersonic flight. This technology allows LRASHM to travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5, making it incredibly difficult for enemy defenses to counter. Next, India shifts to indigenous transporter erector launchers. In a significant stride towards self-reliance in defense manufacturing, India appears to be transitioning away from the long-serving Kazakh Republic-made Tatra transport erector launchers at homegrown alternatives. This change was notably showcased during the Republic Day 2025 rehearsals, where Ashok Leland's 12x12 heavy-duty vehicles was seen carrying the formidable Pralay tactical ballistic missiles. For decades, the Indian military has relied on Tatra trucks, known for their robustness and off-road capabilities, particularly in rugged terrains like the Himalayas and the desert of Rajasthan. These vehicles have been pivotal in transporting and deploying various missile systems, including the BrahMos and Prithvi. Next, Bangladesh fears grow that Trump will act tough with them. U.S. policies concerning Bangladesh may undergo significant changes in the coming days, fear several analysts in Dhaka, as Donald Trump returned to the White House for a historic second term as the 47th president of the country on Monday. The interim government in Bangladesh, led by Chief Advisor Muhammad Yunus, is already on back foot internationally for targeting minorities in the country, especially Hindus, since coming to power in August 2024. During the president election campaign, Trump had condemned the growing attack on Hindus and the other minorities in Bangladesh. Next, EAM S. Jaishankar takes a prominent seat at Trump's inauguration. The India's External Affairs Minister Jaishankar joined international and US leaders and tech titans at the inauguration of President Donald Trump at the Capitol, taking a prominent seat. This was the first time international leaders were invited to attend the inauguration of a US president. S. Jaishankar, who came as India's special envoy, was given a place of honor, seated on the first seat on the first right-hand row at the swearing-in ceremony on Monday. Thank you.